Hello. Hello, hello. And welcome to the JP or JT stream. We are going to be doing the rest of this page. We'll see what we can do, honestly. I got some cartoons airing as well. It's gonna be Saturday night action. So we'll see how much of it gets muted because it kind of changes. It differentiates depending on what's going on. So let me get this off real quick. And I'm trying to, like, maybe if I use this background noise, it's not too crazy. It'll maybe get rid of it. So here, let's see what it does.
It's Adult Swim, followed by Superman on Cartoon Network.
There we go. All right.
I didn't like reading. Then they showed me it was fun.
For more than 20 years, Sylvan Learning Center has helped over
Sylvan Learning, you know, I actually went to Sylvan a long time ago. It was like kind of near my my hometown where I lived. And yeah, it had like this weird like system, like it used like a reward system where it tried to, like, if you got a certain amount of chips, you can use them to get like a little prize. I don't know how to make it sound less weird, but I think I did that for maybe a year or two. And I don't know. I'm not really that smart, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, like, I'm kind of spotty on basic knowledge, if that makes sense. But anyway, it's a fucking weird private tutoring thing, and I don't even want to think about how much money it costed, especially back then. So, but anyway, let's get in this. I'm hoping maybe I can turn this up a little. I don't know if that'll do anything, honestly. Harry Potter, Mr. Potter.
How about that conference call tomorrow? It just doesn't feel right to me. Whatever happened to FaceTime? Somebody should go to Cleveland. I'll go.
This wouldn't have anything to do with Holiday Inn Express double points.
No, what? That's double.
All right.
That's I don't. Wow.
Sorry, I'm goofing around too much.
I don't even know where that came from. When I get back to
So, where we last left off, we had a whole page finished. We're gonna continue doing more of this page. I think I gotta just finish up this portion right here. Scooch up. Got my whole setups like getting better.
Camping supplies?
There we go.
He's a carnivore. I love the super center.
But
get something for everybody. I love fresh produce. The fruit is so delicious.
the recording we're watching today is a recording from, I believe it's 2002. It's the action. It was like around the time when it was still new. Anime lineup is still relatively fresh. It still has Tenchi Muyo on it, which, you know, that's the anime I'm watching all the time because I'm an idiot. Which, can you believe it? They're actually going to be continuing the North American comics, which I think is funny as hell. It passed its Kickstarter with flying colors. I don't know if anyone knows or cares, but it's pretty funny. So let's get these raindrops in. Wait, what is that? Oh, that I can't. Oh man, I'm gonna get banned. Sorry, I wasn't even thinking Star Wars was playing. I probably just got muted. Ugh. There's like gnats flying around because I had my window open.
Friday nights are all new. Fresh stories, original characters, and world premieres. New episodes of your cartoon favorites.
My ink isn't even dry.
Premieres of the Powerpuff Girls, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Ed and Eddie, Johnny Bravo, Grim and Evil, Time Squad, and Dexter's Lab, and a new series called Whatever Happened to Robot Jones.
Indeed. What happened to all the good
Whatever happened to Robot Jones?
7 at 8 p.m. only on Cartoon Network. I'm all new.
Oh, here we go.
And get ready to get down.
Keep those eyes open.
Adult Swim. Next.
This is like my primo Adult Swim era. Like, gosh darn, like so cool, so great.
These programs may contain some materials that many
You just can't miss. That's the thing.
The programs may contain intense violence, sexual
You really
situations,
can't miss.
coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
And I remember in this intro, you see like partial. I have like a dumb story about this.
All kids out of the pool.
Oh,
Adult Swim.
yeah. Hopefully it doesn't get too copyright. Maybe I should. Ba da ba 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 ba. It's probably gonna get muted. Okay. So basically, I think it might have gotten muted. I don't know. I think it might have gotten muted. I don't know. No. No, it did not. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I have a feeling, I don't know why, but the intros and everything just get muted, so maybe if I play it really, really low under my voice. AdultSwim.com. Oh man, that's so... You know... I know I'm just nostalgic about it, but yeah, it's still crazy how they aired all of Yu Yu Hakusho on somehow through Cartoon Network. All right.
Spirit detective, 14-year-old Yusuke Urameshi fought hard against the evil demon Rando, who had entered the Genkai tournament in disguise. The winner of the fights would become Genkai's student and learn her incredible psychic powers. After a
Oh yeah.
Rando fell victim to his own shrinking technique and was crushed by Yusuke's final blow. But Yusuke's rest will not last long.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be okay. I doubt it. Not like it matters.
I just don't think it's very considerate.
Today makes 6 months, and Yusuke swears it's something important.
I know, but
He gives me a phone call every couple of weeks, so I know he's still alive. I wish he'd tell me what kind of camp this is, but that's Yusuke's lawyer.
oh, Atsuko, I can't help wondering if it's even worth waiting for him.
Okay, Keiko, cheer up. One thing I've had to learn now is that Yusuke always comes back.
Easy for her to say that. Mothers are obligated to care.
Long time no see.
It is interesting how they kind of downplayed
Yusuke!
uh
Chocolate shakes, please.
Yusuke's mom's character, because in the manga she's a lot more involved in the series.
Yeah, with Genkai's healing powers, I was only in bed for a day after the fight, and I think she even made me stronger. I can try him on you if you want.
Buddy, I'm afraid they'd send me to jail. After what I learned from the old lady, fighting you would be cruel.
So, was the training very hard?
Let's just say I'll be having nightmares for the next 4 years because of all that crap I went through.
Use the spirit wave to float on top of the spike.
Alright.
Now we'll hold this for 12 hours.
Yeah, this... Man, it's so decent how a lot of these were kind of aired for a bit.
Could kill you. We're not going to until you don't move an inch. Now get up!
Then I sat and meditated on a bonfire for a week. Oh, and I had to sleep with snakes for 3 weeks.
Okay, forget I asked. Just listening to everything you did gives me the creeps.
Yeah, but it was worth it for all the tricks I learned.
Ooh, now that's what I want to see.
See what?
No, yeah! Kuwabara was saying you wanted to see a movie, right?
Yeah, movies, I love them.
Freaking Kuwabara.
For an art film.
Oh, great!
Art film my ass.
I haven't seen Keiko this happy in months. You guys must really have something for her to be that way. Don't act like you're not excited. How do you think Keiko feels when you pretend you don't care?
Hey, you're squishing my milkshake!
Yusuke. Stop wrestling. The movie's about to start.
Hey, Keiko! I've got to grab something at the store first.
What?
Yeah, and Kuwabara has to get something too, right? We'll be back in 5 minutes, tops. Would you mind saving us some seats?
Well, if it's quick, I'll come with you.
No, you see, it's kind of embarrassing, actually. It's a guy thing, you know? We'll be back soon, okay?
Fine, I'll be in the center row.
So what things do you want to buy with just guys, huh? What, do you need some itching cream or something?
Shut up. I'm not buying stuff. We're being followed.
What?
Obviously not.
Well, we've got the time. I say we have some fun with him. You jokers are in trouble now. My name's Kuwabara, the #1 thug of Sariaski Junior High.
Ha! No sense telling lies.
I don't think these guys are playing around. We haven't even started and they're already pulling knives.
Must kill, must kill.
Are they human?
I think this is the beginning of the
Now we leave it to me.
demon, man. The Saint Beasts arc, that's what it is.
This one of your new techniques?
I'll take that as a stupid question. Shotgun!
Great.
That's crazy, Urameshi. It's like you're shooting a whole spray of spirit gun bullets all at once.
Well, yeah, like I said, it's a shotgun.
That's pretty neat.
But who the hell are these guys?
Hold on. I feel something really strange around us. I don't think it's very human. Something like that. Get him!
Now that is teamwork.
Botan!
Hey, it's the pretty girl. Have you thought about me?
I've been shadowing that one since he slipped through the barrier 2 days ago.
So, what is
He
he?
looks like he grew up too close to a nuclear plant.
I'm quite certain he's a spy from the place you'll be going as your next mission.
Okay, Botan, you can stop right there. I got back from Grandma's evil boot camp today, and I deserve a vacation. Why don't you call back in 2 years?
Then I guess you don't mind everyone in the city being turned into a zombie?
Does that question have a point?
Koenma was given a message yesterday. It was sent by an agent, much like the one that we just walloped.
Koenma, sir. A letter.
Stamp? Sure. Stamp? Sure. Approval? Sure. Appeal? Sure. Come back from the dead? Why not?
It's from the city of ghosts and apparitions.
What?
It came from the four Saint Beasts, didn't it, sir? What do they want?
Immediate immigration into the living world.
That's ridiculous!
Tell Botan to capture the spy she's following and get UK on this one at once!
I don't see what all the fuss is about. If Cohen is in charge, then why can't he just turn down the request? And who are these stupid Saint Beasts?
They are 4 of the most notorious criminals in all of the spirit world. The title Saint was given to them by their followers. Years ago, they were chased by a coalition of pursuers and evaded capture by locking themselves into a booby-trapped fortress. Since then, a whole city has formed at its base, filled with vile crooks who view these beasts like gods. The city of ghosts and apparitions.
Hey, aren't you gonna finish your story?
Why don't you take a look at these boys you knocked out?
Tell me I didn't just see a bug crawl from his throat.
They're called Makai insects, a parasite from the darker parts of the spirit world. They bury themselves under the skin.
Oh man, almost forgot his pants. There's a lot of background stuff we gotta do.
Minds occupied by this parasite develop a need for destruction, physical power, and murder. It will be a disaster.
Still gotta do the extra lines in it, so. But it doesn't matter because that'll be thicker.
Ordinary people can't see the insects. The inflicted will be seen as merely psychotic, and I'm afraid a cure will not be first on the human's mind.
Then what the hell are we supposed to do?
The only way to rescue the city is to kill the Makai insects, and the only way to do that is by destroying the whistle, which the enemies possess.
A whistle?
Without the whistle's sustaining frequency, the Makai can't live outside of spirit world.
So, how long do we have before these beasts leave their castle and come to Earth themselves?
At this point, they can't. For years, we've had them trapped inside the city with a barrier wall. Now, with this threat of insect invasion, they hope to force us to open the barrier.
I see, so they give you the whistle if you open up the wall.
Instead, we'll make a small breach in the wall to let you in. Eventually, they'll find this hole themselves.
And what if I'm not able to beat them?
I don't think I have to tell you what would happen if all the demons from that city were unleashed on Earth.
What's this feeling?
I don't like this setup, Jack. Don't like it at all. The Dunstan will return in a moment.
Roger. Coordinates set. Engaging shields from S0 to S3. Hurry up! Pilots, we will go with formation B.
This pilot candidate, yeah. I never understood pilot candidate. I remember seeing it and then not knowing the show name, but it was like, I was like, what the hell is going on?
Space exists the pilot training academy goal.
We humans cannot lose the last star.
Pilot candidate. Tonight at midnight.
Yeah.
Two big stars.
I make this look good.
Two stellar DVDs.
You doing fine, Ace?
This 2-disc set is packed with extras and a special look at MIB2. Men in Black, now available on a 2-disc deluxe edition DVD and VHS.
I usually don't ski in the Northeast. The mountains are so tiny. Of course, I really haven't had much time for skiing lately. What with making partner down on Wall Street and constantly jetting off to Milan to be with my supermodel girlfriend. You ever ski Chamonix? Shed. Shed? I haven't skied Shed. Is that in the Italian Alps? I love the Italian.
Looking for an even more satisfying crunch? Grab a Snickers Cruncher. Peanuts, caramel, chocolate, and crunchies.
You know, I was in the ski patrol in France.
Snickers Cruncher. Beyond crunchy.
America, say cheese, because the revolutionary insider pizza from Pizza Hut is loaded with it. Cheese inside and out, cheese up and down, delicious, hot, bubbly, mouth-watering cheese in each and every bite. An entire pound of cheese. Hey, man, that's like winning the cheese lottery. And not just one, but 6 kinds of succulent cheese baked inside 2 thin crusts. There's even more cheese on top. How do we get it all inside? Hey, we're Pizza Hut, and around here we put cheese in
We're
places you
pizza
never dreamed.
butt.
So hurry, sink your teeth in before we're out of them. The Insider Pizza, only at Pizza Hut.
The Insider Pizza.
June never be the bugs, A to Z. Next weekend starting Saturday at 8, only on the Cartoon Network.
Huh? Well, get a load of you.
Adult Swim now continues.
I have to be honest, Photon. This takes the record for confusing.
Yes, just try and remember the basics. You're good and that the entire city is bad. Destroy the whistle and defeat the beast and the case will be closed.
Okay, I just can't believe Koenma expects me to take on a whole frickin' city of demons alone. Don't they send teams out for this kind of thing?
What about me, Urameshi?
Oh, Kuwabara, there's no such thing as demons. Yusuke and I were just joking.
Look, I'm not dumb or blind. We all know I can see supernatural stuff a whole lot better than Yusuke. And I'm not gonna sit around my house while Yusuke doesn't see things and lets big monsters and insects take over my city. Cause I'm Kuwabara, and in case you guys forgot, I've got a sword!
Well, Yusuke, I guess there's no point in arguing with the eager. Watch for dust.
Gee, thanks for the warning. Banging on the floors of random warehouses seems like fun to me.
This is where they were supposed to put the breach in the barrier. Bingo.
You are gonna give us a rope ladder or something.
No, jumping down should land you safely on the outer bank of the city. You know you don't have to go through with this if you don't want to. No one will hold it against you.
Oh, okay. Goodbye.
Not you! The spirit detective does not have a choice in this. Kuwabara does.
Don't worry about me, lady. I sort of feel like a spirit detective myself now. And as for detectives, there's no turning back.
He really jumped.
Maybe he'll be okay alone. Okay.
Not yet. Here! I'm supposed to give you this communication mirror.
Jeez! You nearly forgot to give me this thing? Let me guess, without it I'd probably be killed.
No. It's not a weapon. It's just a communication mirror, so I can keep in contact with you while you're on the other side.
Yeah, leave me on my own while you go and do other things. Oh no!
What's the matter now, Yusuke?
Keiko! I just dumped her off at the movie theater.
Yusuke, you brat!
Hey, Botan, tell you what, why don't you go take care of things with her and I'll go down here.
No, wait! Yusuke, I don't want to do that!
Oh, damn! Well, guess this is the place.
Yes, we found a treat!
What are those things?
I'm not exactly sure, but they're not friendly.
Aha.
but I think they want to eat me.
I'm coming! This is gonna be pretty lame if we get killed before we reach the stupid castle! That worked, whatever it was.
It seems you could use some help. If those nothings were too much for you, we're going to have some serious trouble.
Well, the thieves.
Hello.
Well, what are you doing here?
Even that fool Koenma knew it would take more than human power to kill the Saint Beasts.
By aiding in this mission, Koenma has assured us we can clean our slates in Spirit World.
I guess Koenma heard me complaining. Hey, Kuwabara, let me introduce you to these guys. That's Hiei, and his name is Karama.
A pleasure.
Well, I don't have a clue what's going on, but it sure is nice to have a helping hand.
Helping is not the right word. Koenma may regard us as equals, but I do not. Once inside the castle, I suggest you let us do the work. As far as I'm concerned, we're babysitting.
Listen, you puny jerk-face, I'm gonna have to beat you up if you keep talking down to us that way.
Let's avoid fighting. You're not worth it.
Oh, that's it!
But you, Detective, are a different story. I plan to take my revenge on you, so consider this fair warning.
Oh, you want to ignore me, huh?
Hiei, we must face this current business before you start your own.
Don't worry, Three Eyes. If we survive this, I'll be glad to take you on. Now, is this a perfect team or what?
What a strange group of visitors. No match for us, of course.
Master, what shall we do?
Byaku is correct. They are no reason to worry. Look at them fighting one another already. They'll never even pass the front gate.
Wow, now this place is homey.
So, I guess we're just gonna walk right in?
Any prize that's worth having usually requires a risk.
I say we make them come out here and fight us up front like they're not a bunch of sissies.
Your sense of strategy is amazing.
Are you talking to me, Rut Boy?
Let's go.
Stupid dwarf.
Welcome to Maze Castle.
Whoa, it talked.
Those who enter Maze Castle must be tried by the gate of betrayal.
What do you mean, try?
You're meshy. Why did you have to ask?
The ceiling!
Heavy, isn't it? Sensors in the corridor are most intelligent, and a complex assembly of gears adapts the ceiling's weight precisely to the strength of its victims. Of course, there is a catch. Just enough leeway remains for one person to escape, leaving their friends to be crushed by the weight.
Damn it!
But decisions must be made quickly. Not even the four of you combined can hold the ceiling for long. Insist on teamwork, and everyone will be crushed. Only by turning against your friends will one of you be able to escape. Only the traitor among you deserves to enter Maze Castle. That's why it's called the Gate of Betrayal, you see.
Boy, I'd like to get my hands on that bad thing.
Stay focused on the weight or you'll kill us all!
Oh, sure, blame me. I bet I'm holding up a lot more weight than you are.
Shut it, Kuwabara! Well, I'm not about to die for the sake of you worthless humans.
Don't you even consider it, Hiei.
Man, knew we should have played some trust games.
How can this unwilling troop of fighters survive such an impossible trap? Will one betray the others, or will the gate crush them all?
Okay, somehow, someway, we'll all escape from the gate of betrayal.
I love it. They're just like somehow we get out. and the promo for the next one is just like somehow we get out. That's great.
But Kurama's got a few surprises of his own. It's going to be an unbelievable fight.
That's some 10 out of 10. That's some 10 out of 10 trying to cover up the fact that your promo shows them alive. That's some funny stuff. So, man. I'm in the dark magazine. Oh my god. Good lord.
What the hell is this?
Right, I'm on it. Cowboy Bebop next.
Cowboy Kebab.
Now that school's out, we can do anything we want.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Let's let Ed decide. Ed?
Let us lay down on the hot asphalt and stare at the sun until we melt like taffy.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Ed and Eddie Boys of Summer Marathon, Monday at 8 on Cartoon Network.
New on CartoonNetwork.com.
Develop your skills. Train with the masters. And earn the family sword. Play the new Samurai Jack game. The Way of the Warrior.
That on the GameCube, I think.
Look at me. I'm dialing down the center.
Shake. No one is gonna think you're Carrot Top.
Just because you already have vegetables for hair, you think you know everything.
Save on every call with 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls.
We need your help, Mr. Hayes. Your brother was working on something with us.
My twin brother was CIA. When do we start?
Now.
From producer Jerry Bruckheimer and director Joel Schumacher.
Does it play DVDs? It's a portable thermonuclear weapon.
Does it play DVDs?
Hopkins.
You'd better learn this stuff.
Oh, what?
I'll kill you.
Chris Rock.
Do whatever it takes to serve your country.
Give me a towel.
Bad Company. Rated PG-13. Starts
This is a state-of-the-art airplane that can blow up a skyscraper 20 different ways. Does it have a portable DVD? So funny.
The programs may contain intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language.
Does it have any Chris Rock videos? Oh. You already know what's gonna happen. We're gonna blow this stand, blow up and everything. It's because I'm not big enough. I can't just play. Can't just play Cowboy Bebop. Get out of here. You know, a commercial always, there's that one that's like, squeeze, the Skippy did the Skippy to squeeze. It's like, come on. Did I get it? Yes. Got it. Now we're cooking. Ooh. Still gotta break in this pen. Oh, hello there. Hello there, Mason Manhunt 7. Here. You can turn this off, put that back on.
Can't you see straight? Come on, let's try another one.
Wait, who's Grin?
How are you doing today?
You want to be my date?
Oh yes, I am making a comic. I'm doing the inking right now of it. I finished a couple of other pages, but I'm doing like, this is like a rain effect I had to make, and now I have to do the background.
Take care.
I'm just playing some VHS tape cartoons that I got.
Pretty close one. If someone sneezes and no one says take care, that person will turn into a fairy. That's what they say around here, you know.
You just finished school, like the school year?
A fairy, don't you know that?
If so, congratulations. School years are always like, it feels like the beginning of a new time, you know, for a lot of things.
Women aren't my style, sorry.
Or are you doing summer school right now?
However, the others are all quite interesting.
Yeah, just the day. That's what I thought.
Didn't you know? There are no women in this town.
Then I should be very popular.
You should be very careful.
Thanks for the tip, Mr. Saxophone.
Ooh, there you go.
This is worse than being nauseous.
I don't care. Do it.
Yeah, I actually had the day off today, so I was working on another comic thing. It was for a friend. But now I'm working on my one of my main projects. I'm mostly right now just trying to get the inking stuff done, and then I can start doing the screen tones on it, which will make it a little bit better. Oh, you're in Australia. All right. I was gonna say, I was gonna ask if you were actually like in a different time zone. There'd be like some classes that are going on late at night. Ooh.
And not just the same old stereotypes that
I remember when I had my classes at night. But damn. You have that near Christmas. How long is it during, like, is it like a whole month or is it a couple months off?
I usually don't ski the Northeast. The mountains are so tiny. Of course, I really haven't.
That's like your whole holiday time, honestly.
On Wall Street, constantly jetting off to Milan to be with my supermodel girlfriend. You ever ski Chamonix? Shed. Shed? I haven't skied Shed. Is that in the Italian Alps? I love the Italian.
Looking for an even more satisfying crunch? Grab a Snickers Cruncher. Peanuts, caramel, chocolate, and crunchies.
You know, I was in the ski patrol in France.
Snickers Cruncher. Beyond crunchy.
America, say cheese, because the revolutionary inside.
You know, another thing about Australia that, you know, I was actually just talking about this. So it was like it was like during Sonic the Hedgehog's 15-year anniversary. There was a special release of the Sega collection, and there was like this contest, and I guess like all of Australia won, and they got a super limited edition vinyl record, like they had Dreamcast songs on it. And for a while that was like the only way you could get it, but I was super jealous of Australia getting getting a vinyl record that I couldn't get. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Before you go, I could show you like a thing. I'm doing like almost everything traditionally, so I'm also doing the screen tones. So it's basically like, you know, you cut them out and then you paste them on there. You use like this kind of sheet paper, and then you can layer it, and that's how you're able to like kind of get that crazy looking sort of effect going on there, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it's like you can do it digitally, but I like doing the stuff traditionally. It kind of feels like like you're using tools and whatnot. But I do appreciate the appreciation, so I'm actually this is actually trying to be made into a mecha series, so like giant robots and whatnot.
Where's the money? Hand it over, or you won't live to spend it.
You think I'm vicious?
Ugh, I keep getting my thing. No, I can imagine, honestly. In where I'm at, there's like when it snows, and when it gets like hot, it just gets hot. But around the other areas, it gets much hotter and much colder because of the lake effect that they get. But man, Australia is like a whole other planet, it feels like. I hear all the rumors and stuff, and I've never been there personally. But I feel like all of the rumors are true about it just being the most intense place around.
Take a look. Do I really look like I have money?
I should say, I'm from, I live in the state of Wisconsin, but the only thing we're really known for is drinking a lot of beer. Like, we'll go to other countries and then we drink their taverns and beer places dry. I guess our alcoholism is legendary, which, you know, I can be kind of proud of that. That's kind of cool.
That kind of cowboy. Right, yeah, you couldn't possibly be a bounty hunter, could you?
I know Australia has got a lot of big drinking culture too. Where am I going?
Whoa! Judy, what are you saying? This buckaroo's an escaped convict.
I'm aware of that. But my word, what a handsome guy. Oh, just look at his picture.
Let's see. Aren't you kidding?
Hey,
I'm more handsome than he is.
Hey, listen, can you turn that thing off?
Calm down. Sorry about that. Don't worry.
And I'm still breaking in this 8. It's so being so difficult right now.
Actually, there's a bounty on my head.
Oh my god.
This place is a hideout for all kinds of fugitives.
That's fascinating.
So you can rest easy. No worries.
Who, me?
What's the deal? I want to work off all this.
A person who makes robots and then actually so it's about these robots. It's kind of like Transformers rules. And they have like this major tournament on the planet. And they gotta
Okay, here we go.
like fight they basically pick a random planet and then they go and fight. But they're these two that kind of don't want to really fight in it, but she possesses his car. And they have to fight other ones. It's kind of like Transformers kind of logic, if that makes sense. But have you ever seen the show Megas XLR? It aired on Cartoon Network. Probably not. I don't know. That's like one of my favorite shows. There's a lot of basis on that there. But his car becomes like super powered and it's like a piece of crap.
Why did you bring me here?
Because you said you were fair.
And then they gotta like fight. It's like a tournament on the Earth where they gotta blow each other up.
And you trust me just like that.
You said you weren't interested in women.
I could take your money or try to kill you.
Good luck. Despite how I may look, I'm not such easy prey.
I'm actually kind of skimming it. Ah, God damn it, I keep grabbing the wrong. I have the first 3 books planned out. The 3 comic books planned out.
You came to such a slummy neighborhood alone?
This is sort of my way to kind of practice.
I don't need any comrades. They're not worth it. I end up worrying about things I shouldn't. You know, me being such a prize and all that. All the guys end up fighting over me like dogs. They say humans are social animals. They can't live alone. But you can live pretty well by yourself. I tell you, instead of feeling alone in a group, it's better to have real solitude all by yourself. When I'm dealing with them, I swear it's nothing but trouble. And I get nothing out of it. So it doesn't matter if I'm there or not, right?
You were just afraid they'd abandon you. So you abandoned them. You distanced yourself from the whole thing.
You're a strange one, aren't you?
You think so?
I don't know why I'm telling you all this. I feel like I'm in a confession booth. You're not a preacher by any chance, are you?
No.
Sci-fi, my Wi-Fi went out. Oh, nothing happened. I don't know if you heard what I was saying. I was just explaining the plot. Oh, sorry. I was just explaining the plot. Basically, there was like a tournament. They pick Earth as it, and they got to fight on it. But one of them, it's Transformers rules. They take over the something that is on the planet. It could be like a car, or like a bird, or something. And then they just beat the crap out of each other, and they rip the planet to pieces while also trying to determine who is the strongest of them. And then they get like, they win this grand prize. But there's one of them that always loses, and she teams up with this one guy who drives this really crappy car, and she accidentally possesses the car, and now the car transforms into like a giant robot, like Sailor Moon style. And then they gotta like fight everyone else who thinks the transforming girl is an idiot and can never win the tournament. But that's just a skim over kind of what it is. And then it later transforms into like kind of like other crap. But it takes place in my home state, so Yeah, it's sort of like they have like a giant robot like persona of it, and then like they kind of do things out of it too. I have it sort of based on this one show called Megas XLR. But it's mostly them just kind of goofing around. Man, I never realized how many of these bots actually appear. They appear a lot more than what I remember when I first started streaming a while ago. That was a very long time ago now that I think about it.
Hey, how are men and women different?
Yeah, right? There's just so many of them. They're just like boost your viewership. You know, ever since I started actually streaming on the art thing, because I used to stream a lot of games. I still kind of do, but not as much because my setup in my living room isn't, it kind of... with the Windows upgrade coming up, I need to upgrade my computers. And since I'm kind of behind on the gaming world already, I kind of just shifted back to my art stuff. But I could probably get my game stuff set up again, but to be honest, I've been getting a lot more people coming in during my art streams than I have been anything else, which I'm grateful for, so thank you for stopping by. I just think it's funny how I get a lot of those bot comments now.
Already did it?
Yeah.
But do you make any art? Or I know you aren't interested in like so much in comics, but I figure that since you're going into art, the art tab, you're doing something. Painter or writer or something. Even if not, that's fine. I just am curious because I haven't been streaming as much in this channel.
Love teaching and progress reports for you every step of the way. If your child is struggling or just not being challenged enough, call 1-800-EDUCATE.
Now homework is no problem.
Call this number today. The skills to do better in school, the confidence to do better in everything else. Sylvan. Learning feels good.
Ah. These bugs. These gnats are coming in through the window.
We need your help, Mr. Hayes. Your brother was working on something with us.
I don't want to bloody them on my thing.
When do we start?
Now, from producer Joey Bruckheimer and director...
That's cool. Is there any particular art that is your favorite?
But does it play DVDs?
Any kind of traditional or digital?
Do whatever it takes to serve your country.
I went to school to be an art major, so you could hit me with anything. I wasn't a very good art major, if I'll be honest with you.
He's thinking about Xbox's awesome graphics and gameplay. What he's not thinking about is this angry little man in tights.
Xbox now $199. Think Xbox.com doing a Cadillac Escalade and up to 70 games. Rated E through T.
The hell is that? Oh, it's Gundam. I think there was like there's this one screen printer like art that came into my area at one point, and I always liked the black and white style. So that's why I do a lot of my art in that kind of black and white traditional, but I am experimenting with colors recently, so, and shading.
I think about Jess every day.
So it's all just kind of a mix and match kind of a deal.
Used to call me like every 10 seconds.
Oh, I mean, I'd have to use my cell phone. I'd call her on my cell phone from my living room.
It's terrible connection.
Sometimes my battery would go dead.
Can't hear what he's saying. He can't hear what I'm saying. It's staticky.
We lose calls all the time.
Cell phone bills were very expensive.
Which wasn't great for long-distance romance.
So I signed up for ATN Unlimited.
You can talk to any AT&T residential long-distance customer as long as you want for just $19.95 a month.
It's like we're right next to each
Dude,
other.
any AT&T long distance.
Going, worried about me all the time. It's a good thing.
We talk so long sometimes he even falls asleep. And it's nice for me because I could just hear it breathe.
You know, I've never had
Hey, if it's a really good square, you already got half of the problem figured out.
I'm excited. He's excited. I mean, I would hope to think that I'd marry him. But
You know, I always say, if I tell people, if you hate yourself enough, you'll be decent at art. That's what I always tell people. But speaking of shapes, I was just gonna mention, yeah, if I can pull it out. Oh, here. Ah, oh no. Oh, come on. I actually have these really nifty shapes that I use to kind of reference when I'm trying to get something. There's certain shots of cars. I use this one to kind of like get that. Just kind of, I got them from my girlfriend's like grandma's house. She had them on like a thing, and I thought they were cool. And it's super handy, actually. It's helped me out quite a bit. Sometimes I'll even just bust them out just to practice sometimes. But yeah, I'm always trying to, like, I don't know, get better in some degree. Is that like in a bunch? Oh my god. I knew that would drop the Pac-Man sphere. It is kind of like one, you know, it's kind of a helpful tool in the end. And yes, my girlfriend does do art. Damn it. She does art. We went to the same oh, there we go. We actually went to the same classes, went to the same kind of degree and all of that fun stuff. She's a lot better at it than I am, and she's a lot more patient with it. I just sort of just want to do it I'll just do it my meticulous and slow and garbage way. She does a lot of digital art. She's a lot more of a traditional artist, or excuse me, digital artist. What am I talking about? Because I'm brain dead right now. Ugh. All right. She honestly, like, makes me want to get better at doing tradition or digital art. Because I think digital art looks good, but I'm just very impatient with it. It looks a lot better. It's a lot cleaner. But I just like the control I have with my traditional art. Not to mention, it's just, like, cool when you see a finished page, you know? I don't know. This must be what, like, a painter feels like when they finish a picture, you know? You're like satisfied, but you always want to like make it a little bit better, you know? You don't want to make it that you just are like, it's ruined. I just got to give up on everything, you know? I do that sometimes, but it just gets frustrating. You're trying to get like a pose or a picture right, and it's hard. I'll be honest, it's really hard. But once you figure it out, feels great, honestly. I know there's a lot of people. Go. Oh.
Hello, this is Star Wind and Hawking Enterprises. Can we help you? Yes, sir.
Hello, this is garbage.
But our ship's payload's fairly small. What's the cargo?
I've been also kind of popping in some art streams. I actually popped into this one guy's art stream who was doing traditional art too. And he was doing something with, like, he had an inked picture and he was using a brush and then this water brush, and he was mixing the two together to make like shadows. And I've never seen that before. It looked awesome, and I was like, well, what kind of brush is that? Is the ink in it? And he was like, oh no, it's like just water. And I guess this is like a totally common thing, and it blew my mind. I'm always learning something still.
It's practically on the street and still costs way too much.
It can't be helped. In the big city like this, we were lucky to even find a spot.
Thanks a lot, Malvina. Don't mention it. You still haven't been able to find any work, Jim?
If Gene wasn't so picky, we might have some.
Come on, if we don't turn a profit, what's the point? Hey, maybe it's
All right.
How can we help?
How's business doing, everyone?
So that's sitting well. We can do that part later.
I knew that. There's no problem. You don't have to worry about a thing. That's why you find me standing here.
Have you made any comics? So, I have been working on a lot of comics. The only thing that I've actually made are like some smaller kind of things. This is actually like my main series that I worked on. I made this like 2 years ago. I'd say about like a few years prior to that, I kind of got more into what I was doing. But these are just kind of like, you know, when I was first really getting into it. Even these pages weren't even like, the word bubbles weren't even like done. I just kind of was throwing whatever because I didn't really know what I was doing. I've been making like amateur like comics for a while, but this is like the first time where I'm actually trying to do something with it. I kind of went on a hiatus, and then I realized that I'm like, what's the point of doing anything? I just got to do what I want. But yeah, that's like kind of the main idea. I entered this into a contest, and I have another one that I did where it was for a class, but I've never actually really like focused and actually doing it professionally. But I actually got a job like a couple years ago working at a comic book store, which is cool. And you know, I've learned stuff, read stuff, kind of got some understanding of the medium better, because I didn't actually really grow up with it, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Sorry, Fred. This is not our kind of job.
So, yeah.
How much is the job paying, Fred?
700 up front plus 2,000.
There's like a couple different stuff.
Let's take it. Come on.
Gonna put this on.
Jump job like that, forget it. I'm not interested.
Here.
Fine, I'll take
But yeah, overall, it's like I kind of just started focusing in. That's what this series is for. It's to help me lock in, make it better. I got an idea. I wonder. I'm hoping that I can make these 3, because I'm really gunning for it now. Because if I can make these 3, then I can like demonstrate that I've got some kind of chops. Not maybe like breaking into the industry, but just like maybe breaking into some kind of like publisher or something. It's an up Schitt's Creek kind of dream, you know, but you know, I gotta do what I love or else I'm just gonna die doing what I hate. I think that's the scarier thing. And a lot of people realize it before it's too late. Alright. I think that's good for the finer details on here. I think I'm gonna give it a little bit of an erase. Take the eraser. Gonna take out what we can. That looks a little better on the thing. Ugh. Yeah, there's a lot of comics out there. I've taken a lot of time into trying to understand it. Ooh, what kind of pasta? My girlfriend loves pasta. I love pasta too. My favorite is fettuccine alfredo with chicken and broccoli. Is it like fancy, like good pasta? Or is it like reheated pasta? Or see, I'm getting too personal now. I'm talking about your food. Oh man, I'm a sucker for it though. This thing is just beating up on me. Yeah, it's not that bad. A little bit of onion. That sounds very good, actually. See, there's like 3 pasta places. I only go to one, and it's most likely not the best for you, but my girlfriend is more like hands-on with it because she's very particular about her noodles, especially her pasta stuff. I always wanted to try and make like the pasta sauce handmade, you know, with like the tomatoes instead of just buying it from a jar. It doesn't look that hard to do. I mean, you got to be careful with it, obviously, but I also saw this thing where you can like burn pasta noodles. And that's like a what is it? It's like a delicacy, that's the word. I don't know why, but pasta and seafood always hits different. I don't know if you're a seafood guy. Or a seafood person, I should say, excuse me. Gotta like break it in. All right. I'm happy that the ink is still sticking on pretty good. There's a lot of pencil marks here. Whoa. We're almost there. There's some spots I'm gonna miss. We can like get them out. We can like get them out in a thing. There we go. Yeah. All right. Now the next thing, which will be the last thing I'll do on this page before I can add screen tones. But then this page would be technically complete on a inking scale, and then I can start adding the screen tones. But we're gonna do one more thing. It's sort of a thing to add a little bit of layering to it. Not to talk like I know what I'm talking about. But we're gonna take a 12. Is this one even got ink in it? Not sitting well. So what we're gonna do, we gotta open a new one. All right. Oh. Ah. There we go. I'm gonna move that. Yeah. Just a little layer, just a little bit of layering. You can kind of like eyeball it a little bit. Drop it in. Basic. Oh. Yeah. There we go. I think that fills in the gaps that I was trying to do. This actually is like a big deal. I've been actually really trying to get this page done. Now I can finally take this off. after like a couple of days now. Feels like weeks. I've been bouncing between this and the other page, but I can like officially say that this is like inked and ready. And throw that onto the pile. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. I'm happy about that. Well, thank you very much. Sorry about that. Thank you very much, Mason Manhunts. I've been actually streaming more. If you want to give me a follow, then you can like, I don't know if that's still like a relevant thing. But yeah, I'm gonna try and be streaming more, try and get this stuff out there. I do appreciate the comments. Because I honestly don't get my art out as much as I should. Alright, we can move on to the next page. Here we go. This is the other page I'm working on. Thank you. Take her easy. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, how are we gonna start this? We should finish that up. Then I can say that this panel is really done. We can focus on that and this later. We can maybe even get started on this. Here, let's start Basin. Alright. Get this part out. Oh man, we're in the locked in zone. And then we gotta sharpen them. Might be having to go to bed a little early. I gotta go to work early tomorrow too. All right, I think on that note, I'm gonna be calling her quits for the evening. I gotta get up early, as usual. Thank you again for whoever was wanting to watch. Thank you, Mason. Do hyper appreciate the watch. Talking a bit too. If you want, I'm gonna be streaming more. Anybody who just came in now, I'll be streaming most likely tomorrow. Maybe. I think I gotta work early the next day. Who knows? I'm just all over. But yeah, we're gonna continue this page. We're gonna get it done. Excuse me, sorry, I'm so tired. And yeah, it'll be cool. I think it'll be cool getting this done, and then we can get back onto the fun rain segments. Which, that'll be fun. I don't even know what my next... I think it's her getting thrown in the car, so... yeah. But anyway, take her easy, y'all, and have a nice day.